All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 3. Check it. Sunday.
On first down, here's Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch the safety. Rock it.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Got an open man. It's Scott. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Rush in. Bravo. 52's the mic right now. 52's the mic. You can't block me. They're mic 52.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20, down the numbers, there he goes, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sione Takitaki. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Johnson was in. Intended receiver.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10. Yellow. At the 15-yard line.
Army. Hey, alert 3. Alert.
Hey, now they try the right side here. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
I'm here all day. I'm here. Attack. Tighten up. Check 31. Slam.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, Delta. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
2nd and 3. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check out. 15. Alert 3. Hey, switch gears. Race don't travel. Kill.
They go counter with Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Let's go. 6 yellow. 2. Blue day. Switch. He's checking crack. Watch twist.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3 down. Undercrunch. Check 4.
He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Back. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
You can't block me. My 52. Hey, Alpha. You better bring it. My 52. Defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey, box truck. 52.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
On the set. 52. Hey, Charlie. Check 52.
2nd and 15. Complete to Hilton. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. On the ball.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Rip left. Rip down.
Now back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 52.
What we got?
Hey, Mike 52. You must be dreaming.
They'll set up to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play. That'll bring up second down.
Check 52's the Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 52's the Mike right here over there, right? 52's the Mike.
Hey, Orvin, you better bring it. I'm letting you know.
2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miles. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. I'm alive.
I'm here all day. Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch it, watch it.
15, 15.
Watch safety 3, watch safety.
You gotta go, baby.
Safety 3.
Watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Yellow, yellow. I'm on, Eddie.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
43, 42.
Now a handoff looking right.
Watch it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Yellow. I'm on, Eddie. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
You. Shit. Under 10, under 10.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 9, check 9. Show it up, show it up. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam. I go, my head.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Got it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Hall. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey,
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down.
Hey, C6, C6.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Go, go. Sit.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
52, right 52. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 5-2.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myles. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Chiefs 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
180. Tight dog.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Jordan Reed has it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back and go full strip. Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Kill. 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 Check 99. Check 99.
Now they try the right side here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's get it. Sponge. 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 No. Yellow. Yellow.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's another.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I don't need to. I don't need to. I'm going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yellow. I'm going. Check 25. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
You got to go right here.
Here we go on 4th down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
X3. 218. Ready.
Another run with Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He'll
drop to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Right 52.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mike 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Hey, Sam off. Go. Me. Buzz.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
General West.
Chiefs.
Yes. Hey, Alpha. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go. Look at me. Zipper. You got to step it up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go. Hey, Foxtrot. So we got man. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
The first down pass.
They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Hey, Charlie.
First down, Kansas City.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey,
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch QB. Now. Watch QB drop. Hey, Zoo. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Don't let him breathe.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Mack Wilson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
I'm coming after you. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Attack, attack. He's checking. Crash, crash. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 43, 43.
Now a handoff looking right. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.